Okay, welcome in. So, because the NHL has been put on pause due to the Four Nations face-off, I decided let's take a look at maybe possibly some highlights from yesterday's game. Now, one thing I had to do a little bit of homework on was the fact that there's obviously four teams playing against each other, so therefore every team is guaranteed to play at least 3 games against each other. And from what I understood, the top two teams end up facing in basically the finals, and the bottom two teams are eliminated. So it's more than likely that two teams will finish 2-1, and two teams will finish 1-2, or worst case scenario or best case scenario, depending, they could be two teams that finish 3-0 and two teams that finish 0-3. But I would be willing to bet it's more than likely going to be that two teams get 2 wins and the other two teams just get 1. So I'm pretty sure that there's a handful of games that happen in Montreal, and the rest will take place in Boston. So the first one took place in Montreal between Team Sweden and Team Canada. So starting things off, or kicking things off in the first period, we had Nathan MacKinnon, who would open up the scoring in the Four Nations face-off, getting a power play goal from Crosby and McDavid just 56 seconds into the opening frame. So Canada took the early 1-0 lead. Brad Marchand would make it 2-0, 13 minutes and 15 seconds of the first period, getting his first goal of the tournament from Braden Point and Seth Jarvis. So I do apologize for the advertisement. I really wish I could make the ads go down below. Unfortunately, they pop up from time to time. Again, I've said this in my videos before. I would love to be able to just upload videos of goals and highlights, but I think I need a few more subscribers and a few more 1,000 hours watched. So feel free to tune into the channel and watch some stuff. I will say this is a quick little side note, though. This is the only time you're ever going to see the Montreal crowd cheering when Brad Marchand scores a goal, because typically he would play for the Bruins, and obviously the Bruins and Habs have a bit of a history of disliking one another. So Jonas Brodin would get Team Sweden on the board 9 minutes and 33 seconds into the second period from Victor Hedman and Lucas Raymond. Okay, so there's that one. And again, I do apologize for the ads. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. Late in the second period, Mark Stone would increase Canada's lead to 3-1, getting his first goal of the tournament, assisted by Sidney Crosby, who had 2 assists in the game. 17:28 of the second period. In the third period, just 1 minute and 54 seconds in the third, Adrian Kempe would cut into the lead, getting his first of the tournament from Erik Karlsson and Mattias Ekholm. 1 minute and 54 seconds into the third period. So that would make it 3-2 for Canada. Joel Eriksson Ek would tie the game up at 3, 8:59 of the third period, getting his first goal of the series, assisted by Jesper Bratt and Lucas Raymond. So Raymond, just like Crosby, would have 2 assists in the contest. That's a nice little tic-tac goal, tying the game up at 3. There was no scoring the rest of the third period. We would need overtime to settle this one, and how how fitting is it that the game-winning goal would come from Mitch Marner from Sidney Crosby, who had 3 assists in the game. That is unbelievable. And just like Brad Marchand, this is the only time that you're going to see the Montreal crowd cheering on a goal from a team rival. So it was a nice little snapshot or a wrist shot, I do believe, from Mitch Marner. So that would be the game-winning goal for Team Canada. They have a 1-0 record in this series, while Team Sweden is 0-1. So it's going to be a critical game for both these teams against their next opponents. Obviously, if Canada happens to win their next game, they could improve to 2-0, and they can almost solidify themselves in the finals. And obviously, if Team Sweden drops to 0-2 in their next game, they could be looking at an early elimination, even if they finish 1-2. All right, that's going to take care of a very brief video for this four-nation face-off. I believe the United States and Team Finland play today, which is Thursday. So I will hopefully will have a video uploaded tonight once the game is done. Worst case scenario, I'll have it uploaded for tomorrow morning. I do want to take a look here. I do have the option for the Four Nations button on here. So you can see Canada is in first place with 2 points, 1 overtime win. Team Sweden has 1 overtime loss. And then you can see Team Finland and Team USA have still yet to play. They are scheduled to play again today, which is Thursday. So it's almost a guarantee that either Finland or USA will be 1-0 and the other team will be 0-1. So this is going to be a very crucial game. This is the shortest tournament I think I've ever seen when it came to different countries playing against each other. Typically, if you have the Olympics, you're playing at least 4 or 5 games against other teams, and then you obviously have the playoffs or the round robin. But because there's only 4 teams competing in this tournament, it's going to be a very shortened series against one another. All right, that's going to take care, like I said, of this video. As always, if you're new to this channel and you like this type of content, feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative. Until next time, and as always, take care.